Welcome, welcome everyone to TVOSJ. Of course, that means the voice of San Joaquin right here off the Miracle Mile in Stockton, California. Yes, we are TVOSJ.org. Or you could also find us as the voice of Stockton.org as well. Today I have a guest, but first I want to say welcome, welcome everyone to Sabor Latino with Betty Ramirez. I have a friend. We go way back, and I'm talking way back. T.Chong, how are you? ¿Cómo estás?
Oh, I'm doing very good. Ni hao ma. That's my Asian answer to the "Cómo estás," right?
I think that's beautiful. I think you should teach me a little bit of your language.
Yeah. But you know what? You're supposed to say "Cómo está frijoli."
¿Cómo está? No, no como que frijoli.
That doesn't work.
Oh, now that you're talking about food,
Yeah,
I'm
see?
inviting you over for the 28th. And as I showed you that little flyer,
Yes.
save the date. It's Saturday, September the 28th.
Oh,
It's
great.
a wine stroll. It's a concert. I'm not sure who's playing, but every year it gets really, really good. A lot of people come and attend. But they're also having a classic car show.
Oh, that is exciting.
Classic car show.
Cars are so much indicative of just Latino culture, right?
Yes.
La Voz de San Joaquin. Did I say it right?
Yes, you did.
All right, and that stands for the voice of San Joaquin, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're learning a little bit of Spanish, but one thing I think about is just well, Asian people also have a history with cars too.
You're right.
We do.
You are
we do.
so right.
Yeah.
And it's the little small kit cars that are sporty.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Fast.
Yeah. Well, but they don't let us. They don't let us Asians go very fast. They very little let us go at all.
Are
in the
you
car.
kidding me? Some of
No.
them are very fast vehicles.
No, in all sincerity, I think just the whole thing about cars, the ambiance that cars bring, it just brings people together, and that's what I love about it. And
That's
this
what
event,
car shows do.
this event that was just held on August 11th, Sunday. The La Reunion 2019.
La Reunión. Of course, that was the voice of San Joaquin.
Okay, wait. I love the way
That
you
was
curled
promoting
it. What
it.
was it called? La Reunion.
La Reunión.
Oh, La Reunion. But, there's a lot of great cars out there and stuff, too. I mean, it really is kind of like an eye fest. You know what I mean? A lot of the stuff out there was incredible. I had a chance to interview some people, had a chance to meet some great people, and just looking at some of the cars, it's incredible. Let me ask you this. Why are cars so indicative of the Latino culture? They're able to do some incredible things with the cars.
Yes, they are. And the more custom, the more personalized they are because it's an expression of themselves.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a hobby. And, who does not want a hobby? Keeps you off the streets. It keeps you from getting in trouble.
Well, it's so
doing
true.
all sorts of really positive things. And not only that, but you're setting a good example
That's right.
to all the little kiddies, behind
Right.
you. And so,
And I see some of these cars just rolling down the street and stuff as well. And I actually think I recognized a couple of the cars there. And it's incredible how they can make them go pretty much sideways. I mean, literally, one side's lifted in the air like 3-4 feet. You know what I mean? And it's incredible. And
that's a hydraulic system. And today, for what I hear, the hydraulic system is now air. It's air.
it's air.
It's air, pumped air. So they make these cars, I swear, they make them hop up to the point where it sits up. And I actually saw that at the last car show. And I was just amazed. I'm like, the things that they're doing today is just out of there.
Great.
But,
Well,
yeah.
in terms of just the whole reunion event, there was a lot of great music there and everything. And what was the inspiration behind that whole event, Betty, for you?
Well,
I know you were instrumental. You were instrumental in pulling it together.
Very much so. But because there's history there. There's history from way back then from the KOP days. And this is a build-up.
Wait. The KOP days?
At the University of Pacific in the Burns Tower is where we would broadcast
Okay.
your Chicano community program. You notice I said your.
Yeah.
Okay. The actual founder was there, and he actually played, and his name is Mr. Ramirez. Ramirez. He's in the Ramirez Brothers Blues Band. And he came out and just shined again. And for the 5th year, he's been coming out to perform, but he also supports the event because It's all about what he started back then. And when he started, it was back in 1976. And he wanted to do a program that was for the community, by the community.
That's great.
Yes. And so it was good to have him back for the 5th year, and hopefully we'll have him back next year as well. But founder, I mean, he did a lot. He turned out to be an instructor at the University of San Jose. That's where he ended up working at. But when he was here, he was the very first one that started that program. And then later on, it was Mario Hernandez who took over. And that's who taught me everything about radio.
Wow.
And if it hadn't been for him, I don't know what I would have ended up, majoring in college. But I'm glad that they taught me everything about radio because I fell in love with it.
Right.
But
Well,
more so because it was for the community.
This is great. I mean, music, the food, just everything there really brings people together here.
Yes.
I love the whole name, The Reunion, right? What is the whole concept behind The Reunion?
The reunion, when it comes to the bands, I grew up with many of the bands that were playing that day. Escovedo, I actually met his father's father, Pete Escovedo, jazz legend.
Wow.
I met him, and he was the first musician that I interviewed when I started radio.
That's really
Back
a special
in the 70s,
thing.
back in the 80s.
Back in the, yeah, don't,
Back in the
okay,
80s.
80s.
And
You were
now-
too young in the 70s to do interviews.
I actually started in 78, so
Okay,
yeah,
don't give away too much.
78,
When you were
79.
just a
I know,
baby,
but
when you
that's
were
okay.
born,
I
you were
don't
born with a mic in your
mind
mouth.
it. I don't mind it. We all grow old.
Right.
But I'm still young at heart, so hey, no problem. But when I did that, and then to have Pete Escovedo's son to be part of our event,
Oh, yeah.
that was amazing too. And he's just like his father. And then
Yeah.
you have the Mike Torres band. Mr. Mike Torres sang with my father.
Wow.
They
A real
they'd
special
get
time.
together and sing with the mariachi every chance they got. Beautiful family. And then to have Christina here to be interviewed, it just touched my heart. And she asked me too, why do you do what you do, Betty? And I said, I do it for you guys.
Wow.
I do it for all the bands and for all the live bands that are out there, playing away. And not only that, but to know that they've been together 40 years.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. That's a Mike Torres band. They're all beautiful people.
Yeah.
The next one is the Latin Magic. I grew up with them too.
Oh, Latin Magic. Who doesn't know
Back
Latin
in the 70s,
Magic?
80s. Always promoting them on the
Yeah.
radio.
You know what we call Latin Magic in Chinese? You know how you say Latin Magic in Chinese?
Latin Magic in Chinese is teach me.
Latin Magic. That's exactly. All right.
No. Come on.
Yeah,
Give me
yeah.
Chinese.
No. But everyone,
Come on, now you started something. Give me Chinese.
everyone. I wish I could. I don't know how that works out. But in all sincerity, these bands are really top notch, and it's
Yes,
great.
they
I
are.
mean, just being at the event is kind of like a big, super mega concert all rolled up in one.
Yes.
And here's the incredible thing: this last year, we can't guarantee it's going to stay at the same price, but it was only like $10 to get in,
Only
right?
$10.
Only $10.
Only
The Asian
$10.
community, we got $10.
Everybody was like,
$10.
"Ah."
$10.
And everybody was telling me, you could get away by charging 15 or even 20. They will pay it. I
Yeah.
said, no, but this event is for the people.
Yeah.
So many loyal listeners out there. And still today, they are now following us on this radio station,
Right.
the Voice of San Joaquin. And I love it. I love the fact that they're doing that because it shows their commitment.
Yeah. And one thing that I really enjoy about these different events, like the reunion, it really brings together a certain culture. You really have a
Yes.
very unique feel. You get a sense of here's what I love. I love it when people really take pride in what they do. You really see the people really enjoying, definitely the musicians,
Yes.
the car owners, everyone is just taking a lot of pride in what they do. They're like, yeah, can I get you want to take a picture of this car, and here's what the history of the car is, and
Car talk.
Yeah,
People
car talk.
love to talk about their cars.
Oh, yeah.
I go around the car and I try to figure everything they've done. Everything.
Wow.
and how they did it.
Now, do you know a lot of the people personally that have brought their cars?
Yes, yes. So many people. And this time we extended the invitation to everybody out there in all social media. And I had people from Patterson, people from Sacramento, San Francisco, from all over the place. And it was beautiful to see that. They all came together peacefully and had such an awesome time.
Now, let me ask you this. Now, you did give away some of the fact that hydraulics are now air activated, right?
Air activated.
Now, a question I have for you. You've seen a lot of cars. You've been around that whole arena. What have you seen change in terms of what people are doing with cars today? Has it really changed very much, or is it pretty much
the same? Just more custom, more personalized. And when they do that, they try to outdo the next person. You know, and that is everything from chopping the tops, making them lower.
Okay.
To actually putting hydraulic system on a bomb, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm talking the old cars. I'm talking 40s and 50s, and successfully doing it. Mm-hmm. But most of all is having the person express themselves. Whether an older car, a bump, you know, or a newer car, a muscle car, a vintage car, says a lot about that person. You know, it does. And it's a beautiful hobby. And who would not like to have a hobby? I've always been a car person ever since I could remember. And that's something that I'm never going to give up because I love car shows. Right. And now to be able to do my own and, you know, bring in people from all over the place and be part of it, it's just, it's so rewarding.
Wow. Well, you know,
so rewarding.
I think you've done a great job, Betty. You know, I always, you know, you know, we have a lot of fun just joking around and stuff. And by the way, we have the hashtag Latino, you know, so hashtag Latino, right? We still got to start the fusion chow mein burrito and a sweet and sour tortilla, right?
We could do that on the 28th, which is coming up.
Oh,
you know? And
that would be awesome.
Hey, maybe that's something that we could do because, you know, I do want to sell some nachos out there.
The nachos, you know.
This wine stroll is going to be pretty cool. And it is the 28th of September. It's coming up Saturday.
Cool.
And it's at the Miracle Mile up and down here.
Right here.
They say a concert, but I do not know the band. But usually, like last year, they did have the Mike Torres band, and they came out and played across the street from the radio station and set up a stage right over here. And of course, who started everybody dancing? Who else but Betty?
Oh, Betty, you did that. You know. I could see you doing that. I could see you doing that.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, I know you love dancing. You're good at it too. You look good. You look good when you dance. You know,
dance.
You always look
good. This
is
my exercise.
Yeah, that's great. Exercise. That's a good thing. Well, you know, in terms of dance, I mean, you know, I love the culture. It's really a culture-infused event. And, you know, you have a lot of things in the Latino culture that I really respect. I mean, definitely the dance, you know. Hey, from, you know, they always joke about, you know why they joke about Asians not having rhythm?
Why? 2 left feet?
Yeah, almost, because we don't have rhythm. But the other thing, but the whole thing is, what we do is we do math very well, right? But the whole thing is that, you know, just the culture and community of everything is really rich, and there is a story behind everything that happens in any culture and community. You know, like the cars. Yeah. I really, you know, I didn't really think about that directly, but that makes sense. Cars are a sign of your expression. Yes. And, you know, I'm going to look at things in a different light a little bit, you know, and it really does help enrich our lives when we understand the story behind things as well. Like even looking at this reunion here, I know next year you're planning on doing the reunion, and it's going to be an annual event. Is that correct? That's
right. It's going to be our 6th annual. And it's, if all goes great, we're going to take it again to the Weber Point. And who came on board, which I'm so proud to say, is Cermeno, Marco Cermeno.
Yeah.
And he's from the Impala magazine. And
wow, that's nice.
He's wonderful. And I tell everybody he's the godfather of all the car shows. And it's true because he actually does so many awesome car shows over here at the San Joaquin County Fairgrounds.
Wow.
Here in Stockton.
Yeah.
And they're all successful. Every single one.
Well,
every single one. And this year he says, Betty, let's get together. He actually showed up.
Wow.
Showed up at our event and paid me because he actually came on board as one of our sponsors. And I thought that was so cool of him to do. Well, he gave me some tips on the day that he showed up, and he gave me his sponsorship money. And I thought, this is so cool to have him there present because, You know, that means a lot to me. Again, there's somebody else that I promoted way back then in the 80s.
Yeah, you know, they
And he
say what goes around
remembers.
comes
He
around. What goes around
remembers.
comes around. So it really does swing back around. When you do a kind gesture, some way, shape, or form, it will swing back around. You know, and you know, Betty, I
Yes.
just wanted to mention with this event here, I think it's really great, and just a whole history of why it's put together. I know it's got a little bit of that Betty Ramirez Latino salsa sexy flair to it, right? But the whole thing is that, see, I told you I get that word in there. But you know, really save the date also for September 28th. That's this coming weekend. You know, Wine Stroll, a concert, classic car show,
Yeah,
and there's
classic
just
car
a
show.
lot of things that you can really enjoy. You know, a glass of wine, and you know, who doesn't?
And the music, you know,
Oh.
we don't know the concert. We don't
Uh-huh.
know who's going to be
Yeah.
playing, but hopefully it will be the Mike Torres band again. They did such a great job last
Wow,
year.
wow.
Such a great job. And everyone was picking up the glass of wine, coming around and dancing a little bit while they're
Cool.
enjoying
Now you're
the
gonna get
wine.
started again.
If I'm hoping that they get set up over here again. And
Oh,
if they
great.
do, then that'd be wonderful to see the Mike Torres band. But I'm not sure who it is that they are bringing. They
Mm-hmm.
may be it. And if they are, I'm excited because, they get everybody dancing.
Well, do they? You know what? I think I'm gonna start the Betty Ramirez fan club, and we'll get you to get out there, start the dance, and maybe even sing.
I do my own dance. And people ask me, where'd you get that at? I said, I just made
Oh,
it up.
you got
because,
moves.
yeah,
you got
a
moves. You know,
combination
I've
of
personally witnessed it. You're out there.
A
You got
bachata
some, yeah.
salsa.
Oh, bachata is so awesome.
Bachata and salsa. I mixed them up and came up with my own step called Paso Negra.
Paso Negra. What does that mean? Pass.
Negra is a nickname that used to go way back
Okay.
in the day because I was the dark one.
Oh, okay. Got
Paso
it.
is
Darker.
a step.
Oh.
Okay, so you know, I figure yeah.
So
dance
you were a
step.
dark one, so instead of a step back, step black. No, but no.
Just the name.
No, just the
Because
name.
Back in the day,
Paso Negra.
I always was the dancer.
Uh-huh.
And always was entering dance contests.
Right.
And if I didn't take first place, I took second place. So I always brought
Well, you
something
know
home.
what?
And I loved
Yeah,
it. I
yeah.
just,
Why would anyone? How could anyone overtake Betty Ramirez? Right, the beautiful, sexy Betty Ramirez.
stop.
See, I told you I'd get it on there. No, in all sincerity, no, you're not going to edit that out. No, we just have a lot of fun here in the station. Betty and I have been friends for
Yes.
a while, and
A
you
while.
know that's why we say hashtag what. Latino.
Latino.
But you know the whole thing. We're still the reunion. You know, great food, great entertainment.
Oh,
stuff.
talk about food. We're going to actually do a little fundraiser too during this time.
Uh-huh.
We figure why not get out there and sell some nachos, you know,
Yeah.
some it's called Mexican street nachos with corn in there.
Yeah.
And hopefully you'll be able to come on out and enjoy one of our nachos.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be helping your community radio station, The Voice of San Joaquin.
Yes.
We're over here located at 231 Bedford Road, Stockton, California. Easy to find. You just go across the street from Werlo's Restaurant and behind the Art Lab building. That's
Yeah.
where you could find us. So we'll have a booth out there probably at the corner of Bedford. And Pacific Avenue. So come on by and visit us, please, and buy yourself some nachos. And show your support for your community radio
You know,
station.
and,
Remember
you know-
that we are community inspired,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Member
absolutely.
supported,
Right, community
volunteer
inspired,
powered.
member supported,
Yeah.
volunteer powered. You know,
That's
support
right.
local community radio at tvosj.org.
SJ.org.
And it's the voice of Stockton prior, but now it's the voice of San Joaquin, just growing.
They can still find us on the voiceofstockton.org
Yes.
as well. So
Yes.
and
And, you know-
become a member too. It's only what, $20?
$20,
That's
20 or
nothing.
25.
$20.
Don't short.
All right, 25 is
okay,
good
okay.
too.
25 is good. We'll still take 25
Yeah,
too. you know?
definitely.
Yeah, and you know, just over at this event here, you know, you see a lot of great things, and I love attending these different events. Would you consider this somewhat of a cultural event? Just
Yes,
because of the
I
makeup?
would, because it is filled with a lot of culture and tradition. Tradition, but you know, all of the musicians, they have a little bit of the cultura in them. And as you can see, we had the Aztec dancers out there for the
Yes,
first time, and
yes.
it was what a performance! It was
Wow.
one of those jaw-dropping performances. And then again, we had Frank Zapata.
Okay.
Zapata Ballet
What's
Folklorico.
Zapata?
Every year he comes out and brings his dancers, and they do such an exceptional job. And I've watched these dancers grow. They're 5 years old now. Oh my goodness, it's such beautiful young ladies. And when they dance with so much goodness and pride in their heart. You could tell. It's color in the air. There's just
my goodness. Getting back to the Aztec dancers.
Yes,
I did
amazing.
a little special shout out. Did you see that one happen where I interviewed that one lady and the one guy with full feathered? That is such beautiful.
The hummingbird.
Yeah, the hummingbird. That was it. That was it.
Do you know he came all the way from Oakland?
I did.
He's not from Stockton. He came all the way from Oakland. And several of the dancers came, and I'm going to have them back again next year.
Yeah.
They were just so amazing.
They are just.
That would be on August the 1st. That's
August
the
1st.
date that we have. And it is a Saturday this time instead of a Sunday.
Right.
At Weber Point. And so we already got Latin Magic.
Right.
They said yes.
Oh, yeah.
They said yes.
Just like that. It's like magic.
The Mike Torres band, they said
Torres.
yes.
Yes,
Just like that.
great.
So,
okay.
again, this is exciting because they're already committed. And if they're committed, and not only that, but Juan Escovedo, he said, you have me back next year.
You have some real names from Stockton out here, It's like, this is wonderful. This is such a wonderful event that was pulled together. And again, I know you wouldn't really say this as much, Betty, but, really you were a catalyst. You really made a lot of things happen. And on behalf of the community,
I do.
You earned, well, add another zero to your salary, right? So
that would be nice if I get paid this year.
That would be great. That'd be great.
It's been
so this is a
difficult.
labor of love, and
it
it takes somebody with a big heart. I know you have a big heart for your community, for your family, just for everything that you do, Betty. And
Always
so
have.
It is really neat. And a lot of the radio station is really a direct result of a lot of course, Gov's work. Everyone here contributes.
Yes,
but I would have to say,
everyone came together, and so did you. And I just wanted to acknowledge you and thank you so much for coming out there and covering the event.
Yeah.
That meant a lot to me. And I just see you out there mingling with the people and then to see your video after, because I know I was so busy.
Yes.
It was difficult to get to everybody, but I did the best that I could.
Yeah.
Being in the city was a completely different from county. So I learned a lot of new things.
Well,
And
how could I not be out there? I mean, this is an event put on by the beautiful Betty Ramirez. And you know what? Hey, if we have the lat, we have to have the chino, right? So we have to put that on what? Hashtag Latino. So, we're gonna have some real fun with that. But, Betty, next year, I know it's in the formation there. An event that happens like the reunion just happens because people really put their heart. There are certain people that really, really go all out. I know you're one of them.
They care.
And they care.
So many of the attendees said, you know what? We came out here. We had complete fun. And one thing they said, and this is something that I need to quote.
Yeah.
They felt they were at home.
Yep.
They feared nothing. They felt like it was a safe place to be.
Right.
And the musicians, the bands were amazing. Like they said, they were off the hook, off the wall. They're committed to come back next year, and they are going to do that.
Yeah.
And to hear them say that just made us feel so great inside. But yeah, definitely, we had a lot of people from Patterson that traveled all the way to come see all of these beautiful musicians that we had lined up, and it was 5 bands. Blanca Sagun is committed for next year. And, I'm pretty sure I've got Ramirez again, our founder from your Chicano Community Program from back in the
So,
KOP
wait, that's the Ramirez brothers? Any
relation?
Any relationship to you,
we're
Betty
not really
Ramirez?
related, but I love the fact that he does have my last name.
Yeah, it's kind of like in Chong. Hey, he's
an
Chong.
uncle.
Are you related to you too, right? Ramirez is a staple last name too, right?
Yeah.
It's awesome. Got it anchored right there, the Ramirez brothers.
Yes, and for the salsa contest,
Yes.
again, Mr. Leonardo Modesto took it, so he's a champion.
Yeah.
3 years in a row.
And
He
just
has
for
been
clarification,
taking the salsa contest.
Can I?
That's
Can
a
I?
salsa and chips contest, not a
That's
dance
what-
contest, but
yeah.
the salsa, the type that you eat.
Yeah. So is it
He
really
brought
the
in-
type that you
He
eat?
brought in his
Oh,
good salsa,
wow.
and yeah, he made it himself.
Yeah.
And for the 3rd year, he won again.
Yeah. Well,
So
you
he's
know
pretty
what?
Proud.
Yeah. With the Asian
I hear
crowd.
next year women are coming up. They're gonna try to
Oh.
win that belt.
Wow. Well, you know what? With the salsa thing, if we talk about salsa in the Asian community, we don't have to clarify. But in the Latino community, you have to kind of clarify, right?
Well,
because
yeah.
you've got salsa and salsa.
Exactly.
Is there? Are they pronounced
danceable
exactly the
salsa?
same for
Yeah.
for those? Okay.
Same,
Is salsa
same.
and salsa? Is it
And
salsa?
it's spelled the
Yep.
same too.
Okay, great. Well, you know, the different styles of dance. You know, just going from you know, just the different styles of dance. We're talking about salsa, the dance, right?
Yes.
I
love
You know,
it.
it's really interesting. Just a question I had just came to mind here for those that don't know this, are non Latino illiterate people like myself. No, not completely illiterate, but you know, you have salsa, you have cumbia, you have merengue, right?
Bachata.
A bachata, of
The
course.
bachata
right?
is big. Right
Now that's really from the Dominican Republic,
Yes, it
right?
is.
So is that
A lot of
is
Cubanos, a lot of
Cubanos? All right.
Puertorriqueños, yes.
What is it that makes these different styles of dance unique? Like,
You know, I
what
think
about-
they're all connected somewhere, somehow. They're all
yeah.
connected.
But I heard about this new type of music, also reggaeton.
Reggaeton has
Reggaeton.
been around forever too, and that one, I just love.
Oh,
that
I love that
beat.
too.
I love that.
Is that a style of dance as
It's
well?
also a style of dance. It's a little quicker step, but still, they're all pretty much similar. They have something, you know, that, like I said, you know, my dance is stemmed from all the different dances. You know, the salsa,
Right.
the bachata, the
Wow,
merengue,
the bachata.
Yeah.
You know what? I gotta learn to say. I used to say bachata. I think I was saying the bachata.
the bachata.
Bachata?
Bachata.
Yeah. So it's kind of like the drink. What is it? It's not the bachata. It's the.
Bachata is another dance.
No,
It's-
I'm thinking of the horchata.
horchata.
No,
It sounds like
horchata.
horchata. Okay, horchata is a rice drink.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so
yeah.
healthy.
That's why I connected.
That
It's
was
a
something
rice
else
drink.
that we
That's it.
had over there, and it
Yeah.
did so well. I had Maria come from all the way from Lodi,
Maria.
and she brought in her aguas, and they were so fresh
The
and
agua?
so delicious. I had the
Wait, what'd you
cucumber
call it?
one,
The what?
agua, fresh water,
Oh, okay. Agua.
fresh, and you know
Agua.
yeah, agua, and they've got pulp in it and everything. It was so delicious.
Wait.
that I
You
thought,
have water?
I
Water
had
that have pulp?
I had the pepino water. I call it pepino water.
Pepino water.
Yes.
Hey, pepino.
But she had horchata, and horchata was a
Oh,
hit.
yeah. Everyone loves-
They had tamarindo.
Tamarindo. Oh, I
Tamarindo
love
is another
tamarindo.
one that
Have a
was
little bit of the sourness. It's awesome. I love tamarindo.
And they even had sandia. And of
Sandia.
course, sandia is watermelon.
Oh, sandia. Sandia. I learned a little bit. Sandia. Wow.
Sandia.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
But the cucumber one, so delicious.
You know, cucumber-
My mouth waters just thinking about it. As soon as I took a drink,
Mm-hmm.
I could not believe the taste and how it quenched my thirst instantly. It's like, wow. This
Wow.
is amazing. She does some really, really good waters.
That's
and
awesome.
I'm having her back next year because she was outstanding and everyone just loved it.
Wow.
She almost ran out of everything.
Wow. Well, that's a
so
good
yeah.
thing, you know, and that's why when you support an event like this, it does have some great people there. If you're a vendor, you get a lot of business, but more importantly, you get to share a little bit of your culture, right?
Exactly.
And so the whole
Exactly.
thing about an event like this, though, it doesn't just kind of magically come together. It seems
a
like
lot
magic,
of
but it's a
hard work
lot of
and
hard work.
dedication.
Somebody's beating their derriere making it happen, Betty, right?
Yes.
So the whole thing is that, you know, I encourage you, if you get a chance, contact Betty Ramirez, or go ahead and just say it like that, Ramirez. Is that
Ramirez.
yeah?
Roll that
Ramirez. Oh,
R.
she rolls it more. Ramirez. All right. So we got to get that. But really, I know that an event like that takes a lot of work. I know you welcome anyone that really wants to volunteer to help.
Yes, and especially restaurants. You know, what we did this year, it really worked.
Mm-hmm.
We had restaurants come in and several, well, let's see. We needed more. We did have a taco truck, but the taco truck could not stay, but that's okay. We figure, you know, there's things that we need to take care of
Did
ahead
you
of
sing
time.
that song? Please don't go.
Please don't go. Oh, we needed the taco truck so bad.
How could you not have a taco truck
know,
there?
it's
Oh
like,
my gosh!
well,
Wait, no,
yeah.
really? You didn't? the taco
Because we
truck
did
couldn't
not
stay.
have the fire truck there.
So they actually sent
And
it.
they
They
actually
couldn't make
said
an
no
exception.
to my taco truck.
The taco truck.
That hurt us big,
My
big time.
goodness.
But next year it's
yeah.
going to be different. We're going to ask restaurants to come in, and if they want to, be part of the event, and please, get a hold of me because we are looking. And so, we're going to try to prevent that from happening again.
That would be good. You
definitely
need a
was
taco
needed.
truck in the Latino
It was
focused
needed.
event.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this.
La Yolandas came through, though.
Oh,
La
okay.
Yolandas,
Oh,
yes.
well, they always come through. They have a lot of the good tamales,
But
right?
they are now
They-
a full-fledged restaurant, Jim. And this is
Ooh.
something that I'm pretty sure we helped them
Where at?
get to
where
that
at?
stage.
Where at?
stage.
Where they're located?
And they're off California and Alpine.
Oh, okay.
So a little bit, just a little before.
They have the nice tamales,
the
right?
Oak Park.
They have the nice tamales.
They have the
Oh,
most
they had
awesome
ones.
tamales.
Yeah.
Every year that we had tamales, it always came from La Yolanda. So they came
very
through big
good.
time.
Yeah, I mean,
This time we had La Chicana though, and
La
we had the
Chicana?
green chili, we had
Ooh,
the
green
red
chili,
chili.
red chili.
It's delicious.
What about the yellow chili?
That
could be
we didn't have the purple chili or the yellow.
But
chili,
you could do the
right?
yellow chili because the yellow chili can.
We're gonna have to try that. The
Yeah, I
different
know.
colored chiles, maybe a
Absolutely.
salsa.
That's right.
Instead of red,
Right.
it could be purple. It could be
Oh,
yellow.
that's
It
right.
just depends on the color
Right.
of the chiles, right?
Right.
So-
But chiles, you have the Asian chiles, and we could have yellow tamales, and we call it hashtag Latino. Right
Maybe
here we
next
go.
year you ought to work on one of your chile salsa, to enter it because you never know.
Do you know? Do you know
It's
Chef
the
Nessa?
public that
Chef Nessa.
picks the winner.
Do you know Chef Nessa? Well, she actually
Okay.
Vanessa. She actually
Yes.
created a walk star salsa.
Oh.
and she we
kidding
got
me.
no.
This is real?
I will have this is real.
Then
no,
how
no,
come you
no,
did
no
not
lie, no
enter
lie, no
it?
lie. Oh, that's Vietnamese. I'm
How
sorry.
come you
no
did
lie.
not enter it then?
Well, we didn't know about it. First off, I didn't know about it.
Oh, well, we had
But-
salsa and we had the guacamole. So either or, you can pick one or the other.
Hey.
But more people, of course, always picks the salsa
Right.
because everybody makes a good salsa, right?
That's right.
That's a time to share it.
Wow, and you could have-
introduce it.
you know-
might have the winner.
I think that would be really great.
So
I
I
think,
think we
maybe the
should do
Walk
that
Star
next year.
Chili by Chef Nessa should be in there, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. You have a fundraiser.
The
You can call it.
invitation was there. So
Okay.
I'm hoping, maybe next year.
Yeah, but the whole point is that if you want this event to be even grander, you have to get involved. We need your help.
Yes.
I know Betty needs your help. I know I was doing some coverage there, but really, even every little bit of help works. Isn't that right, Betty?
That's
Are you going
right.
to turn down people that want to help?
Never.
Are you going to turn down sponsors?
Never.
Are you going to turn down vendors?
Never, ever.
Are you going to turn down the Walk Star salsa?
Never, ever, ever, ever.
But but really, that's what really makes it exciting. You know what's fun when a parent participates in a child's project, right?
Yes.
You know what's fun? They're involved, and
Yes.
that's just like this. It's all about family, right? And the more people get involved, the more connected they will be.
Yes.
because they could really feel like they're actually a part of it. Is that right?
That's right. You did see what was going on out there, right?
Oh yeah, I saw a lot of pretty-
Plein air. I call it on the spot painting. You put your
Yeah.
easel wherever, your canvas, and you go to town.
Yeah.
And some of the paintings that were produced are just out of there.
Wow.
One of the little boys came to me and says, "I'd like to bid for the Aztec painting." And he was such
Really?
a sweetheart. I'm thinking, I was just melting. I said, "There's no way I'm going to say no to this little boy."
Oh, and you know what he
So
said?
he comes back
Uh-huh.
and he says, "I'd like to upbid my paint, my bid, to
Yeah.
20, I think 25." And I said,
Wow.
"You want to do that?" I said, "Okay." And he did. And I said, "Well, guess what?" It was towards the end of the hour.
Uh-huh.
I said, "You just won." And he was the happiest little camper ever.
Great.
I said, "You go pick your picture and you could take it
That's
home."
awesome.
And he picked out the Aztec picture painting that was just so beautifully done.
Wow.
And it was by one of our artists. As a matter of fact, he's always out there. And hopefully we can get him to come out this coming 28th. The invitation is there for anybody that would like to come out and support the radio. This is a little section right here in front of the radio where we can set up,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So anybody that wants to come out to paint, anybody that wants to come out to be a vendor and be part of our little event right here in front of the radio station, get in contact with me. My number here, the station is 209-467-4455. Again, the number 209-467-4455.
4455.
209-467-4455.
Okay, I thought you said 4655.
4455.
All right, good.
So, yeah, please call me and let me know that you'd like to be part of that because we're going to be out there selling some nachos, you know.
Some nachos. Nachos.
So definitely come on out and support
Yeah,
us.
yeah. You know what? I heard the story on how they call it nachos. You know why they call it nachos?
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Let's
so
hear it.
two mice were running around, right?
Okay, so
And then
now
one
we're
was-
talking ratoncitos.
Yeah, what's that mean?
The mice.
Yeah, the mice. so then one mice, he's like, he loves the cheese so much, right? And he goes, oh, I gotta get it. So he starts to steal the cheese, and the other mouse, you know what he says? Hey, that's nacho cheese. Anyway, right? Here every Thursday.
Can I slap you now?
Hey, you have to admit that was pretty funny. But no, but anyway, that is the legend of the nacho cheese, the story behind the nacho cheese, right?
Okay, if you say so.
You're like, whatever. You were the man. You were the man.
But this nacho dish is supposed to be really good.
Oh yeah.
It's called the Mexican street nacho. And it's got corn in it.
Wait, Mexican street nacho?
It's got corn.
Is that like the street tacos, street nachos?
Yes. And they're so delicious. They're so
They have
good.
corn in it, like real corn.
Yes, real corn. But it also has the Mexican cream.
Oh, the Mexican cream.
And the Mexican
You know what? Speaking about this.
Oh, now I'm getting hungry.
I am. You know one thing I thought that was pretty remarkable? It was this one, the corn cob that you guys have.
Yes.
And you have it basted in something, the white.
Isn't that delicious?
Is that the cream you're talking about?
The Mexican cream.
Yeah, and then you have like the garlic around it. Oh my goodness, that is so decadent.
They call it crema mexicana. It is so delicious.
Yeah, it's
just like,
I look at that. And I said, that must be really healthy and good for you. So the more you eat, the better off you are, right? No, but I mean,
corn.
I saw it and I tried the corn. I mean, it's not like having corn in it. It is the corn.
Yes.
Pasted in the stuff. And it's just, that is delicioso.
Delicioso.
Is that right? Is that the right word?
You said it correct.
Good.
So that's what we're planning to have. To help, of course, build the radio. But definitely, if you can bring out your family, everybody that's listening right now, watching us on the radio and on TV, please come on out and support your community radio. Remember, we're community inspired, member supported, volunteer powered.
Right, that's right.
We need your support.
That's right. And you know what? We have it on our hearts, but we also have it written here on the wall so we can read it.
I love
so that
to
really
read that
helps
banner.
But you know what? One thing I always love to do, I love to do this. I really love to lift up heroes that are doing something phenomenal. And Betty, I will have to say, like I mentioned, I really meant it. You're one of I'm a big fan of yours. You're my hero. You're a hero here in Stockton with the Latino community.
Oh, bless your little heart.
Because here's why I say that. There's a lot of people involved in a lot of things, but it does take a spark to make something happen. And I know there's a lot of sacrifice, a lot of heart, a lot of work that people just don't see. They see the event.
So much work.
And they don't see, some of the things you were sharing with me, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm surprised you're still alive after all that event. But you know what? Let's never forget to really be grateful of those that plan things. And so there's a lot of things that happen around us. For kids, never forget to thank your parents. For people that are involved in different things, different organizations, there's usually a lot of work that is done. And usually there's somebody doing a lot of the work. And so I want to give it up for Miss Betty Ramirez.
Oh, thank you. But we couldn't have done it without our sponsors.
Yeah, that's very true.
And our sponsors I have the banner over here, and our sponsor, I'm going to go ahead and read some of the names. Our top sponsors, of course, is State Farm. State Farm.
Like a good neighbor, remember? Like a good neighbor.
State Farm is there. And
very
the number
good.
is
That's pretty good.
209-957-9600.
Yep.
So again, 209-957-9600. We also have PG&E came together. I mean, they did it again this year. Together
they
building
did it
a better
again.
future.
Oops,
Juntos
they did
construimos
it
un
again.
mejor futuro. Thank you, PG&E. And then winners, Stockton Bingo. Do you know that they gave again?
No, that's great.
They gave once at 1,000, and they gave again at 1,005.
Now we're talking about this.
And that's, again, these are people that I went to school with. These are family. These are,
awesome.
I consider them family.
Yeah.
But winners, Stockton Bingo is part of us now. And I'm just elated,
Yeah.
They have their bingo building over there at South King County Fair.
Yeah.
at the corner lot, and now you can go play bingo whenever you want. And let me
Right.
tell you,
Uh-huh.
some of those cash prizes are big.
Yeah. And it
Big.
feels
And I'm
great
talking
to
big.
win, doesn't it?
Wednesdays are probably the best nights, but yeah.
Can you
everybody-
imagine? Wait. We got to do this. Say this word together. When you go ahead and get the whole thing and it's lined up, what do you say? You say, "Bingo!" Right? Oh, how we'd love to say it. Is that the Spanish way to say it? What do you say it?
Loteria.
Now, how come we don't just rename it Loteria?
The loteria is the Mexican bingo.
Oh.
It's just called loteria because it's the Spanish version of bingo.
Okay.
That's it.
Loteria.
Loteria, but it's the one that has been played in Mexico for I don't know how many years, and people just love it. It's just the Spanish version. That's
Yeah.
all. But anyways, get back to our sponsors. Veronica Vargas, a beautiful, beautiful leader, lady from Sacramento, and she's also the city
Sacramento?
councilwoman. Tracy.
Tracy.
Sacramento, Tracy. Also, Stockton Monuments came through. GRA Architects and Associates, Inc. El Concilio came through.
El
for the first time this
Concilio.
year.
Woo.
Love that. And then Delmer Real Estate Group, Next Generation Tow, LLC, Julie Damon, of course, Brown. She comes
Yes.
through every year.
Awesome.
Francis Beauty Salon, Preserio's Tailor Shop, Vigil Mobile Notary Service, Miguel Villapudoa, Farmers Market, Farmers Insurance, Schools Not Prisons, Self-Awareness Recovery, Cartoons and Tints. Pedro Ramirez came through, the professor from Delta College.
Wow.
Credit Solution Group. Sin Manchas, I love that. That's a new product that you could clean virtually anything and everything, and it's non-toxic. It's
Cool.
biodegradable. It's the best ever. So
Awesome.
he came on board as our sponsor for the first time this year. Latino Times, as always, Connections, Visit Stockton, La Bamba, and let's see, which one?
La Bamba.
Stockton Beer Week, Smart Foods. We still have to collect from Smart Foods, though, and Ramirez Ranch.
There's a little shout out there.
Yeah, a little shout out. There was so much to do,
Yeah.
and there was only one Betty. Yes, I did get help, but that wasn't enough. We needed more volunteers. And that's why I didn't get to everybody like I was hoping I could. That's why I'm reaching out to anybody that would like to be part of this event for 2020. This is going to be a big one. Would love to have you. Would love to have you as a sponsor as well. We've got so many businesses out there that are growing. Bring it over here to your community radio. Grow with us. We're right here, 209-467-4455. We're big on that. And I'm already starting 2020 because if I don't start early, I won't finish it.
Right? I can't believe it. I started seeing, signs of Christmas already. Can you believe it?
I can't
too
believe
early.
that.
It's too early.
People stop it, but I know.
Right,
we'll
right.
do it.
Such turkeys. Hey, we should
Yeah.
form a holiday after a turkey. Oh, Thanksgiving. How do you say Thanksgiving in Spanish?
Dar gracias.
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 How do you say turkey?
Pavo.
Pavo?
Pavo.
Oh, in Chinese it's fogai.
Fogai?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fogai.
Yeah.
That's easy to remember.
So, yep. So it's really interesting. Just all the things that are happening right here in Stockton, California, and really there is just
plenty
such
to
a
do here.
It's just
This
such
Stockton has a lot to
incredible,
offer. Yes.
incredible community. We have the Filipino Center. That's up this way in downtown Stockton. We have really a really good Cambodian, Laotian sort of
Yes.
community out here. There are a lot of just different things to experience in Stockton, California. And, the one thing people overlook is the fact that Stockton has one of the biggest waterways. Everything
Yes.
kind of bridges right over here and stuff too. The waterways are awesome. Who wouldn't want to travel, the waterways here,
Our canal here, I'm told it's 60 feet deep.
60 feet deep.
60
Wow.
feet deep.
Wow.
That's why these ships that come from the bay,
Yeah.
they come on in, no problem.
Wow. That's pretty deep. That's pretty
Yeah.
deep. Well, I'm looking at
Bill
this.
Wells gave me that information.
Who did?
Bill Wells.
Oh, Bill Wells.
Yeah. See that flyer? Go ahead and read it.
Okay,
He's such a super person.
Lin Han?
Yes.
Okay, the Stockton Yacht Club presents Lin Han Memorial, 38th Annual Delta Reflections Lighted Boat Parade. Mark your calendars for Saturday, December 7th, 2019, Saturday, December 7th, 2019, and you can go to www.stocktonlightedboatparade.com, just like how it sounds, www.stocktonlightedboatparade.com, and that is for the Lin Han Memorial 38th Annual Delta Reflections Lighted Boat Parade. That is exciting.
Yes, 3 days before my birthday.
Wow.
Woo! I love it.
And that's where you turn 30 again.
Oh, my goodness. Let's not talk about age because I forget my age and I don't even want to remember.
No, that's why I said again. The clock stops at 30, right?
Stop
right.
it.
So, but
yeah, that's going to be quite the event.
Yeah, that looks like an incredible event. Lighted boat tours, they're pretty awesome.
And they're getting bigger and better each and every time, every year. More boats too. I mean, I like to see that participation because it's growing. And when you have the whole families getting together to decorate your boat, now
so it's basically
quality time right there.
I had to think about that a little bit. So anyone with a boat could participate.
Yes,
even a little rowboat.
Just a rowboat. Well, you got to be careful because you're gonna have big boats. Of every
that's
size.
True. That's true. That's true. Yeah.
You don't want to get run over.
Yeah. So
and it gets dark. So it's
that would be a little dangerous.
You have a lot
All right,
of lights.
little disclaimer.
Little
disclaimer, right? So if somebody says, "Hey, I got a rowboat, I'm gonna put you in the parade," that may not be a friend. Look at the relationship. Check it out.
Exactly.
No, that sounds like a great event here. And just all the things that are happening right here in Stockton. What is your feeling of Stockton? Just the environment, the culture, things that are happening.
I think Stockton is just growing each year, and like I said, it has so much to offer that I keep telling everybody, please do not leave Stockton. Keep your business here, keep your money here, support all the businesses and all the events. There's so much to do here. Stockton offers a lot.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like going out of town, but let's stay in town and find places to go, things to do, because there's plenty of stuff to do here in Stockton.
Well, it's kind of interesting because how sometimes we talk about prejudice a little bit, right? And the only reason why I bring this up is I actually am in Elk Grove as well, and I see a lot of what's going on in Sacramento and different places, but there are some people that really don't have a realistic perspective of what Stockton's all about. You know what I mean? And yet, we have to really take a look at that. Just when we form an impression, visit it. People that are coming out from the area, they need to really check out Stockton. It's not like what all these stories are. Like any place else, hey, we have the places that are challenged, but at the same time, it really is a beautiful city. And the waterways, they are unmatched. I really think they're unmatched here, just in this corridor here, and so it's really a great city. And we have just a lot of great things to visit, a lot of community-oriented events. We have even like Love Reunion 2020,
this
right?
This was one of the things that I really liked about our Delta. We were overlooking the Delta. And
that's right.
The cars look so beautiful. The water's behind it. It's just the sun was setting. I'm like, oh, wow, look at that.
Wow.
People were taking pictures. They were just amazed. And the newcomers that came in from out of town,
wow,
they left with a really good impression.
That's good, and they should
really
have a really good impression as well. Right there on Weber's Point, right down in the heart of downtown Stockton. There was a revival in terms of many years ago they were trying to revive downtown Stockton, but we need events like this, Betty, and just great cultural events. Weber Point is a great highlight of many cultural events. The Filipino Independence Day is out there
them too. Yes.
Yeah, cool. And there is a little bit of relationship with the Latino community and the Filipino community, right? So do you know what that bridge is between the two?
Which is?
I mean the bridge between the Filipinos and the Latinos. It seems
food. I love the food. I love their lumpia.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I remember from way back then attending the Filipino Fest.
Yeah.
Right across kitty corner. Was it kitty corner? Across the street from the police department.
Wow.
And I remember that. And I loved going to it each and every year.
Oh,
now all of a sudden they just stopped. And they said that the newer generation didn't want to continue. And I'm like, how can they not it is such a
Right.
successful and beautiful event.
Yeah.
And so,
It's
I'm not
really
sure what happened
interesting,
there.
though. I don't know, But,
I think they're trying to bring it back.
yeah, that's good. That is really good. I think the whole aspect of a lot of these events, you really learn a lot from food to the dance to
Yes.
just a lot of the great things, the cards and stuff as well. And, in terms of I have a question to ask you.
Yes.
Sometimes, we can get these confused. Those of us that are not Latino, but what is the difference between like Latino and you also have Spanish, right? Spain? And-
People that were born and raised in Spain,
Uh-huh. Yep.
still the language is the same.
Language
it's still
is the same.
Español. It's
Español?
Español. It's the same.
Right.
Just with different dialects, but it's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like
Español is Spanish. Spanish is Español.
Espanol. So, because I know the Chinese, even we have Chinese, we have people from Hong Kong, people that are Taiwanese. They really do separate themselves as well. They really want to create a distinction. So, when you're talking to people that are Spanish or Mexican, is there any delineation?
Español, Mexico.
Mexico, the dance is the same.
The dance is the same. The mariachi is the same.
Mariachi's the same.
Mariachi is the same.
Oh wow, that's really good.
And a lot of the food.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You got the frijolitos, you have the burritos, you have
The burritos,
so
not
you
the
have
burritos,
you
the
have
burritos.
the tacos,
Taquitos.
right? You got the flautas, you got
The
the,
flautas.
enchiladas.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I could go on and on and on. I mean,
Well-
I'm getting hungry here now. I'm talking
Wow,
about food.
wow. It's kind of
Quesadilla
ironic.
is my favorite though.
Quesadilla. Do you like a lot of queso? I know what queso
I like
means.
the chicken. I
Queso
like, I
means
like
milk,
the peppers
right?
in there. Bell peppers, the red and the green, the yellow.
Oh,
I
all
like
the
a lot
good
of the
stuff.
onion in there. It's all sautéed. It's
Oh.
delicious.
You know
With
what?
the flour tortilla,
You know-
you can never go wrong.
But you know what though? You have the flour tortilla, and then you have you just have the cheese, just the cheese. Do
Just a quesito?
yeah?
Yes.
Do you do that too?
Yes. The Mexican cheese is probably one of the best with the corn tortilla if you do it that way. If you do a quesadilla, just cheese and the tortilla, that's
Yeah.
it. You could be in heaven just having that.
But what's
or even
inter-
just a lot of rice and beans.
well, it's really interesting. Yeah, rice and beans are good.
A lot of protein right there.
Now with the taco, here's how powerful media is. All right, and I hope I'm not wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure I'm dead center right. Actually, the hard shell, like the way we get it at Yo Quiero,
Store-bought.
Yo Quiero Taco Bell.
Yo Quiero Taco Bell, Taco Bell,
That's not
hard
really.
shell.
That's not really Mexican, is it? Is that
No.
more Americanized?
More Americanized than ever.
Okay, so you heard it
Yeah.
here. Betty Ramirez, representing
More
all of the
Americanized.
Latino community, says that is Americanized.
It's not a real taco, sorry.
It's not a real taco. It's
Not a real
taco?
Mexican taco,
Oh,
no.
What about if we go a little closer? What about Del Taco?
Sorry.
Doesn't work. The hard shell doesn't work, right? Okay. Well, it's really neat to explore different types of foods,
Yes.
events that are cultural, the reunion, even this.
Stockton has it.
Even this the walk, the wine stroll, and then also the La Reunion. There's a lot of different events that you can come and just participate in and stuff as well. And in terms of just the car shows and stuff, I know you are a favorite of the cars, right?
I
You
am.
grew up with it, like what we talked about
I
earlier
love
in the
our
show.
car shows. Always have.
Now, what do you think of the older school muscle cars compared to the newer style cars?
You know what? The muscle cars are nice too.
Yeah.
But I've never been into muscle cars.
Oh, really? You like the new
but
ones?
you know
huh?
what? They're nice. They're nice.
Yeah.
Powerful vehicles. Big engines.
Yeah.
Okay. Rivet. Okay.
That's what he said.
Rivet. Okay, but I'm a lover when it comes to the older cars. the
Great,
older-
great.
My very first car, Hudson, a 1949 Hudson.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I paid $350 for it.
Wow.
Had the
what a
original
deal.
motor in there.
Yeah.
What
And
did
when
I do?
it-
I
when you-
gave it to my brother.
You gave it to your brother?
I gave it to my
19
brother. Yeah,
what
when
year?
they took his car, somebody took his car.
What year?
He had a 1950 Lincoln, suicide doors. It was the most beautiful.
I
blonde
remember
ever.
the suicide
Root beer
door
brown.
ones. You know?
Oh, it was just gorgeous.
Now, for those of you who don't know, most of you probably know this, but the suicide doors, why do they call it the suicide doors?
because they open from the center out.
Okay.
Center.
So why would that be a
instead of-
suicide?
Why would it be a
Uh-huh.
suicide?
Why do they call it suicide doors, though?
Because you can't see. If you have the doors open and up this way,
Yep.
you'll be able to look at traffic.
Yeah, yeah.
somebody coming out from the center,
Yeah, it makes
the
it tough.
door covers.
And I heard that if
You
the
can't
door
see the
accidentally,
traffic coming.
if the door accidentally, opens while you're driving fast, boom, the doors are gone. They swing right open.
Yep.
Suicide
doors. Well, that's what they call
So just the gull wing, the ones that open from the top. Do they have any of those in terms of the? Do you see many of those in car shows here?
So you're talking the newer cars.
Well, the ones that open, from the top, they actually have the DeLoreans. Remember
Yes, DeLoreans,
those?
and I guess some muscle cars too, because at our car show we had that open up
Really?
from the top.
Oh,
from
I
the
wish
side.
I
It's
could have seen
beautiful.
that.
I was hoping you would walk through. Did you get to see some of the cars?
Oh yeah, I saw a lot of them.
Okay,
I
because
took a
some of
picture
them
of
were
almost
just
every single car.
Jim.
They
jaw
are.
dropping. It's
They
like,
are.
oh my goodness, look at that.
They
you
are.
got to really study them.
Right.
I could take forever just going around a car. They're just so amazing.
They're beautiful. You see some of the engine work. You see some of the hoods that are opened up. You get a chance to see the chrome, the way they shine it. They really take care of it. Some are back mounted. It's just beautiful. Just the whole scenery of all the cars there, and it was covering everywhere.
Some of the chrome, did you notice? There's scrolls all throughout the chrome, and I'm talking piece of artwork.
They're pretty elaborate.
That you normally wouldn't see, and it's all in the engine. It's all in the front grill, the back grill, around the windows. I mean, wherever chrome is, you have these beautiful scrolls. And I thought, you know what, that's so original on chrome. And then, of course, I've seen the scrolls on glass as well, etched in.
Yep.
Beautiful work.
Yeah, it reminds me a whole other story, but this poem I wrote called "Beautiful," and it's just the cars are just beautiful, right?
Can you recite that poem?
Maybe someday. I have to. It's in my heart. I have to bring it out. But it's really great. No, it's really good.
I urge you to enter some poetry contests because I have a feeling they would win.
Yeah, again, someday we might share it. It's a beautiful subject matter as well.
Yeah, and that's something that we do every year too, Jim. We actually have our teenagers, and anybody that would like to submit some of their poems.
Yeah.
And I had Franklin last year, and I had Chavez. And then I had some individuals that just decided to bring in some of their work from the community. And I'm glad they did, because it's such beautiful poetry.
Yeah.
There's so much talent out there. And this was the first year that we actually opened up the platform for the arts, and where we allow individuals that have talent and have written their own music to get up and sing on stage.
Yeah.
And that happened for the first time.
Wow, that is really
so
really
I'm just
special.
excited. I'm like, okay, you don't know what you just did, but you just opened up that door. And so next year we're going to have that. I think it's the first hour or two. First or the second hour.
And what age group? What age group is that for?
It's really anybody that would like to come forth and share their music. If they compose their own music, or if they play their own music with the instrument, or just play an instrument, or do poetry, they're welcome to share it.
That's great. Now, do you sing, Betty?
Do I sing? I've been asked that. No, I don't have a singing voice, but I could probably hold a note.
I've heard you sing some. Remember when we were at the karaoke place?
That's right.
That's right. You can hold a note.
Well, I can try.
Yeah,
but
that's great.
When it comes to a professional singer, no.
Wow. Well, you know what, though? But we just have fun. You know what? We're all excellent singers in our own mind. So that's okay, But I'm sure you have a beautiful voice.
Oh,
but,
so do you. Everybody does,
you know. Yeah, and, contests like this are so very important, especially for community, especially the target audience, the youth. I mean, to really support the youth is so very important, to be able to really give them vision, give them a feeling of what being acknowledged for a great skill is all about.
Yes.
Just building their skill base and stuff too.
Yes.
So
more reason for our kids to come on out and be part of this event.
Right.
The reunion for 2020, because it's going to be big.
Yeah.
It's going to be big.
Yeah. This is huge. I mean, next year, 2020, August 1st. Mark your calendars.
1st. Yes.
Mark
it's
calendars.
A Saturday. First time
Yep.
Saturday. We've always done it on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Why? Because your Chicano Baby program always aired on Sundays.
Wow. Okay.
So this is the first time that we're going to try a Saturday.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. And who is on board, of course, is Mark Cermeno from Impala's magazine.
Wow,
And like I
that's
said,
really
he's like
good.
the godfather of all the car shows.
The Godfather.
Yeah, he is big.
That is really cool.
I mean, wherever he goes, he takes car shows. He's all over, all over. And one of the last ones that I attended was at Turlock, I think it was, and it was quite the car show in that area as well. And the musicians, oh my goodness, some of the bands that were playing there, I'm going to see if I can recruit them. They were that good.
Yeah, you know when you're on a mission, you got to think that way though. Some of those bands just sound great. I got to recruit them.
Yeah,
that is the
I'm big on
tenacity
getting their business
that Betty has. I mean, I've seen you at events, man. I would not want to be up against you against recruiting. You know, I see your tenacity. I see but basically you're focusing your heart. That is what is beautiful about you, Betty. Pretty much,
thank you.
Pretty much, I see your love, your heart for the community, you know. And like I said, you know what people love about Betty Ramirez? You know what it is? You know what it is? It's everything.
Aw.
Because you have a heart for the community. You really love kids. You really have a passion for what you do. You really lead the way. You really trailblaze. I can go on and on.
Aw,
So you can
thank
trade
you
tell.
so
I'm a Betty
much.
Ramirez
Thank
fan.
you.
The reason why is because I know the work you put behind the scenes. A lot of
work,
people
a
may
lot of work
not
and
know it, you know.
dedication.
And you didn't ask me to do this. Give me a buck, Betty. No. But seriously, you know, I deserve in really highlighting people that really put in the work. And, you know, the community radio is just a great forum to just really let people know just what's going on, you know, who's doing what, you know, who's who and what's making things happen. It is so very important. And what I love about this radio is that it really is designed for community. I believe it's one of the last remaining true community radio stations of this size. Is it in California? Is that correct?
Well, so far, I think you're right. You know, especially here in the San Joaquin Valley, this is something that's been needed for so long. So I'm just happy to be part of it.
Yeah,
you know?
so am I. So am I. And
People
you know,
finally have their voice back, and you know what? They're using it.
That's
They're
right.
using it.
Right.
So yay! You know, and still
Yay.
the invitation is there to all of you that are listening right now. Look us up. You know, be part of the radio. Become a member. The number again is 209-467-4455. You could even volunteer an hour or two of your time. You know, we're always doing something new. Just like this weekend, Saturday, we're going to be doing the nachos.
Nachos. The nacho
called-
cheese.
The Mexican street nacho. It's going to have corn in it. It's delish. It's delish. So definitely come on out and support. But yeah, if you want to be part of the radio station and you want to help out in one of these events, again, I'm already starting 2020 for La Reunion because if I don't, I feel like I'll be falling behind, right?
Yeah.
So anybody that wants to come forth and volunteer an hour or two of your time, during the week, we would be happy to have you.
And I know volunteers so important, and they can put their hat in the ring, and you know what happens when that happens? The Mexican hat dance. So, no, but
I'll be out there with my dancing shoes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. There's so much that we've had a chance to really cover here, just in terms of community and everything and stuff as well. I mean, this is beautiful, and those of you out there, seriously, contact us at the show. I have my show's on Tuesday.
Yes, I
at
was going to tell you,
11,
put all your contact information
15
as well.
a.m. And you can find more
Yes.
information about me, what's going on, also at EasyCard, spelled
you go.
EasyCard.com/Walkstar, WOKSTAR. That is EasyCard.com/Walkstar.
Mm-hmm.
And, I just want to let you know, it's always great to be able to share your thoughts, feelings with people,
Yes.
And, for those of you, there's a lot going on in the world today. Sometimes we all need a little healing.
Yes.
I believe, Betty, that we're all healing at some level because, the good thing is through healing, we actually become stronger.
Yes.
And radio is a great way to voice your opinion, whether it's just demonstrative and you're just letting people know what's going on, whether it's about La Reunion,
Yes, now,
right?
this was one
Yeah.
healing event, and let me tell you, because you did hear about the shootings taking place
Yes.
all over the place,
Yes.
and so that was one thing that everybody was saying it's going to affect the event. It did a little bit, but not much.
Yeah.
People still came out because they, you know what? They need to. They need to come on out. They cannot live in fear at home. I had one of the volunteers call me and say, I can't because I'm scared. And I said, you know what? You don't have any reason to be scared. We're going to have so much security out there.
Yeah.
It's secure, it's safe.
Yeah.
And so she said, because of what you told me, then I'm going to come on out and be part of the event.
Wow.
Thank you. But the people said, before leaving, they didn't fear.
Mhm.
They felt they were at home. They felt safe. And they enjoyed the event the way it was put together. And
Yeah.
they're committed to come back next year. So to hear them say that, to hear the attendees commit like that, told me we're doing something right.
Yeah.
Okay. We need to continue, because if we stay home living in fear, that's not living at all.
Right.
No.
Right. And the whole thing is, you can't let things stop you, from doing things. Life just happens. Things just happen.
Yes.
But the whole thing is like there's this one short film I saw. It was really cute. They have two people. What do they call it? Escalators? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Ones you can sit up and down. They're kind of crossing paths, right?
Right.
And then all of a sudden,
Going up or down.
yeah. Well, one person was going up, one person was going down, and you know how they kind of intersect a little bit.
Yes.
So you had somebody coming down the escalator, somebody coming up, and they're facing
Going
each
up.
other. And then guess what?
What?
It just stopped.
It just stopped, and they're looking at each other.
Yeah, they're looking at each other. Well, because of course, looking a little. One's looking to the left, one's looking to the right, right?
Okay.
But the whole thing is that then one person goes, "Gosh, I hope this starts again. I got a meeting to go to," and
I
she's
do.
like,
What?
just trying to demonstrate a point, right?
Yes.
She's like, yeah, I got to get home. I mean, my kids are waiting for me, and they're waiting, and they're talking. They're
That's
they're
so
complaining, and then they're sitting on the rail. They go, when is this going to start again? We're not going to be able to get to where we need to get to.
This is
I can't
scary.
believe it. Yeah, because obviously
so
they could
funny.
have just walked down. But you know what? In life, it's like that. Sometimes people, maybe things don't work out. They're used to being, to have something carry them.
Yes.
And when that stops, or if there's a barrier that gets in the way, they just freeze. They don't know what to do. And so it's funny because they actually have it at night. They're both sleeping on the rail because
that's
they haven't
so
started.
funny.
And then in the morning it
waiting.
starts
It
again,
starts,
and
it's
it's
like,
like, and
finally.
then they're like, finally, But you get the point, right? We
Yes.
can't let things stop us. And so, I really think that this is wonderful just joining you today here on your show.
It's sweet
and
to
you know,
have
it's
you.
always
Thank
it's
you.
always great. Hey, whenever you get a chance to be with Betty Ramirez, right? That's why the walk star jumps on it when I have a chance to. I mean, it really is great, and I think that with everything that's going on in Stockton, we all need to know what is going to really bring us together. Radio is definitely one of those things here. And
Yes.
again,
Yes.
we see save the date because Saturday, September 28th, that's this Saturday coming up, the Wine Stroll concert and classic car show as well, right?
So don't miss it. Don't miss it.
Don't miss it.
Yeah, that's going to be quite the event. So definitely come on out, Miracle Mile. We're going to be here selling our nachos, our
Nachos.
Mexican street nachos with corn in it.
Yeah,
Mm,
and
it's
you know
gonna
what?
be
Maybe
delish.
we'll bring out Ralph and Steve. You know who they are?
No, who's Ralph and Steve?
They're the two mice that were. That's why they call it
think
nacho
so.
cheese. Remember? No.
Okay.
Too much fun.
Well, thank you for coming.
Well, thank you for
making
having
today
me.
special.
Yeah,
Do
thank you.
appreciate you.
So I
Okay.
appreciate you too, Betty.
All righty.
So
Okay. So we will continue, and you've already promoted your shows, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Good. Well, you could only hear it right here on the Voice of San Joaquin. Of course, this is tvosj.org. This is Betty Ramirez, also with Sabor Latino. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shall see you tomorrow.
#Latino.
Latino. Thank you.